here is the 14 Pro. Alright, so after setting up the 14 for a little bit, I'm really digging it, and I love the speed that's coming out of the A16 chip here, and the camera is just so nice. So the reason why I do these like day in the life videos, I want to show you guys what it's like me actually putting it to test. So because there's a lot of reviews out there that, you know, talk about the specs, talk about this and that honestly there's tons and tons of YouTube videos that can do just that. Hey, see the dynamic island? I like that, I like that. The whole thing pops up and shows charging. It also works a lot better if you have phone calls and all that, as the phone call notification will take up the entire screen. So the dynamic island feature on the 14 Pro, this new notch isn't that new. Samsung's been doing it for a while, but as far as fully utilizing a whole like notch island, I think iPhone's doing a great job with it. So as you can see right there, the battery health is around 85% right out of the package. Apple does advertise an all-day battery life up to, I believe, like 26 hours. We all know Apple likes to be sneaky with their battery life sometimes, so we'll see where we're at. It's at 85% now. I did have the screen time turned on so you get to see how much usage I have on it, but yeah. So we're at the Chinatown Mid-Autumn Festival right now, and they're doing a bunch of performance dances, and we're waiting for Temple Efix to come by, so they're gonna be coming in a few more minutes now. That was a really great performance from them. Honestly, a great show. Was just there for a little bit. Honestly, they do this for free. Really great dance group. A lot of the Chinese folks are there. All right, so I'm gonna be heading out to a rooftop park with some of my friends. We're gonna be taking some pictures in there, and I'm gonna be using this to take some to give you guys a test on how it looks. I'm also gonna clean up the homepage a little bit because there's a bunch of different apps I don't like on here. Remove some of that. I don't need all this like this garage band. Now, a new feature that's on the 14 Pro, which a lot of people might have heard already, is the always on display. It's always gonna stay on, kind of like the Apple Watches. But what you see here is that it's kind of gonna get dim. As you see, that's a reflection of me in the camera, by the way. But when you turn it off, it's gonna get dim, and I'm not sure if this is like the best option. I think I'm gonna turn off this feature because it does take up a little bit more battery life than I would have hoped. And also the screen when you turn off is a little bit bright. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but that is when it's off, and obviously it'll detect when you like put this phone in a pocket. And obviously like it'll turn off, and then when you take it out of your pocket, you know, it'll come back on. But a very cool feature. It's not new by Apple, okay? Android's been using this for a long time now. Apple, when they do it, they kind of do it their way, and like the clock kind of moves forward, gets a little bit brighter, the rest of the display kind of dims down. If you're listening to like music or anything like that, it'll display your music right there too, and does it in like a very neat way. But yeah, that's when it's off. And then so when you put this down, you know, I feel like it's like someone sent a notification or someone's on. I don't know, you know. So another good feature on almost all the 14 models, not just the Pro, is that they have new accelerometers and a bunch of other tech that will have a crash detection notice. So if you're in a severe crash, which I am driving right now, gotta pay attention to the road, and you're unable to dial 911 or any emergency service, I guess Siri will definitely override that and be able to call emergency service 911 immediately. I won't be testing that out. I'm sure there's a bunch of other YouTubers will try to find a way to do that. The iPhone 14 is one of the best ones. As we were pulling up to our spot, I had to make a quick phone call to a friend. The call quality, as we know, simply is great. I could hear everything really clearly from this, as we expect from Apple. But we also took a few more photos at this overpass. The sunset just looked immaculate, so I did not want to skip out on this. But yes, tell me what you think so far down in the comments below. You know, at these photos I'm taking. I asked my friends to strike a pose, and man, they did an amazing job, yeah? Also, now's a great time to really show the slight improvements to the display on the 14 Pro. I think they increased the resolution just a little bit more here compared to the 13 Pro. The Super Retina XDR display looks amazing. We're also pushing a max 1000 nits of brightness here, so if you're out on an even sunnier day, the 14 can get as high as 2K peak, so definitely no worries. I mean, on camera here, the phone was already very bright, and you also saw the dynamic island mode at work. It's very, very intuitive, and that's why I really noticed. It's almost a little too seamless, and I like that a lot. The last thing I do want to touch on here is how fast you can interact with the camera app. I'm telling you, the A16 chip is a monster, computing all these tasks so you wouldn't even have a single slowdown while taking a great picture. Plus, the autofocusing sensors on here are picking up my hand insanely quick. I'm just blown away here in terms of its power and performance.
Oh, Johnny, I need you to like look up over this way. Yeah. Oh yeah, just do that.
Oh, he knows the upside down trick with the iPhone. I don't know. A lot of people just do it because they say it looks like a better angle.
I like the trail of cameras.
I think they also improved the ultra wide for nighttime photos as well. You do get a little bit of vignetting on the side, as you'll see in the sample photos. Let's try to get some night mode photos out of this as well, alright?
Bro, look at that. Look at what I just cooked up. 5 minutes.
Yo!
Johnny.
Wait. I'll take that on my phone real quick.
The different like presets are pretty wild.
That actually looks professional almost.
Yeah.
Like,
I will note, when you add the widgets, I think it messes up the behind the thing.
not bad, Wesley.
Thank you.
Good. So that's the other thing with the always on feature is when you turn off Wesley, it'll slightly dim him and then make the clock appear a little bit brighter, but everything else will be fine.
You can tell it takes photos of different exposures and kind of combines them all into one, I think. You can sometimes see the overexposed one and it looks really creepy.
For the camera too. I like that a lot. Just taking a break after all those photos. I'm gonna look at some of the photos in the 14 for a little bit. Good to see you guys.
You guys have bronze?
Yeah, I got bronze.
That's lit,
Oh yeah, I see you eat it.
Dude, it's busting. It's busting.
I didn't eat in a while. Alright, so I actually had a blast with those guys at the bar. It was really fun to catch up and all. The last thing I do want to check up is the battery health on it. It is the next day, so I did take a screenshot afterwards, and I'll put that up right now. But I told you that this morning we were at 85%. Now we are down to 54, and the total screen time was on 2 hours and 9 minutes. Most of that was camera usage, so we were, you know, shooting a lot of footage, so that can contribute to this battery health. But I don't think that's bad at all. But the always on display is a big battery hog. If you made it to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it a lot. This video is not so much of a review, it's more of a let me take you around my day with the phone and just see how it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you really liked it, and go down in the comment section. Tell me if you are looking at getting the 14 Pro. How were those pictures earlier, which I asked, tell me what you think. But yeah, I'm gonna conclude it for tonight and probably head to bed now because I'm getting real tired. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. And until the next one, I'll see you guys then.